Hello, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Abby and today we are in Lithuania, we're in Vilnius. I come here twice a year, sometimes just once a year to see family. And every year I come, ever since the shop has been open, I've done a bit of a garden centre tour. So it's like a Home Depot or just a depot. I put the logo up here somewhere. I'm not sure if it's the same as America, but nevertheless, it's like a very, very large DIY home store, and they have like a really big plant collection, and in the past I've got really lucky with some more uncommon plants there, but in the last couple of years it's been like so. Oh, and as a side note, I saw a few months ago they were selling albo syngoniums, like really large plants for like, I'm sure it was like 13 euros or something. And I've never seen them out here in that kind of like shop. It's normally more of a actual plant specialist shop and for a lot more money, but as we know, plant prices are coming down. So that's what I want to get. I particularly would love to get that because it's my husband's favorite. My mother-in-law can seem to grow plants so well, so quickly, and I feel like one of those will really flourish in her home. So that's what I'm really hoping to find today. So these are the plants that I originally bought about 4 years ago. Before England left the EU, I bought a couple of red emerald and took them back home to England. It's actually the plant that my mother-in-law has grown like a weed. It's so big at home. They always tend to have the really big plants over on this section. And I have a good look here first because I know that, well, if I could take them back to England, I know that the big ones I couldn't. So I tend to get those done first and leave the best to last, which are the smaller plants. But it has some really healthy looking pothos, not so happy rubber plants or ficus. And yeah, just bird of paradise I thought were an okay price here. I didn't think they were too much or, too crazy. And it has some beautiful, healthy looking alocasia, which I think is quite rare for such a big garden centre where I understand people water every day. This is an alocasia stingray for €3, which is crazy. Very pretty. I was drawn to these baskets. I thought these baskets were so beautiful. I don't have many in my home. I think I've got one and I don't actually have anything in it at the moment. But I thought these were really pretty, and I just like that all of their pots and all of the baskets are always curated in a really pretty way, so they're all together and, styled quite nicely. This is the sale section. So these cactus caught my eye because of the sun blushing, and this is actually one I picked up for my mother-in-law. Yes, I spent 64p on her, but I was going to get her a really beautiful plant, but I'll explain why I didn't later on. But that is one I picked up for her because it was in a really good condition. And she does like her cactus. She's got like cacti and succulent windowsill at home. really love these. I know these will do so well in my mother-in-law's house, but yeah, I don't know why I didn't really pick anything up. I think the prices are okay. I didn't catch that. I think it was like 20 something euros. It might be 40. But they do always have a really extensive cacti and succulent collection at this shop. And yeah, I don't personally see that in England, so I always like seeing that here. Really, really variegated golden pothos. I feel like you don't see that anymore. Like mine always just revert green. Probably because I keep them in a low lit plant area in my house. I always find what they do to the poor cacti and succulent quite comical as well. You'll see something in a minute that will make your jaw drop. But I thought that was a good price, €8.70 for a full, string of pearl, that's it. €1. I remember I got a large pot of Lithop for €1. There we go, that's what I was talking about. Not very nice in my opinion, looks a bit sad. But yeah, I think it was a couple of years ago actually, I bought some Lithop for €1 and they were just so cheap. I remember buying absolutely tons of them. I also thought this price was good, €5 for string of heart. I used to have the nicest string of heart, but I think I sold one actually and kept one, and then didn't transport very well when I moved. I think that's a jade. I really like the Sansevieria collection. And this reminds me of the photo that I had when I was 12 weeks pregnant, just under those plants there last year. This had mites. This is where I was talking earlier. There was quite a few plants I really liked for her, but they were just infested with mites. I was a bit sad because I really, really wanted to get her a neon pothos. And also, one of these. I wanted to get her a neon pothos. And I wanted to get her an Adansonii and something else. But yeah, they just didn't look very happy. They had a really nice Hoya collection. I don't recall them ever having Hoya before. And I'm pretty sure I saw Svetlana, Firefly in a Room, get some Hoya. And I think it might have been from here. I really like this one. I would have taken that home myself if I could. I've just seen the bird of paradise through the window. Is that real? Oh, I missed it. Some alocasia, super dusty. This one's obviously a new leaf, but I do worry if they don't dust it, that's why they're getting mites. There were definitely spider mites as well, like I could see up close, which is so sad. Pretty Orbifolia. I think they're so lovely, I just wouldn't trust myself. Do you remember when they were so expensive? I really like this one, love that. And obviously some Syngonium in there. I couldn't get it out. Oh, I could. Maybe I can't remember right. No, that was it. I couldn't find the price. I really did like that one. But I had already seen the mites by this point, so I was sure I wasn't going to get anything from this little section. I thought €8, for that. I thought that was so expensive. It's weird. Some plants are well priced, some plants are overpriced here, but I can appreciate these philodendron. I just don't particularly like the growing style. It's very cheap, wow. I don't particularly like the growing style because I find them really awkward to place, like I'd find a location at home for them. I loved this staghorn fern so much. €20. Oh, I loved it. And you see how it's above the neon pothos. That's the reason why I didn't go for it. But yeah, that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in my next one, and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Thumbs down if you didn't. I won't get insulted, and I will see you next week. Thanks a lot. Bye.